He who guards his mouth and his tongue keeps his soul from trouble. Proverbs 21:23. Have you ever wondered why some things just can't be said? Have you ever shuddered at the thought that revealing too much could jeopardize everything you've built? What would happen if your deepest secrets were revealed? Would your life be the same? There is something very powerful and frightening about keeping certain secrets hidden. In a world where we are encouraged to share everything, there are secrets that those chosen by God must protect at all costs. What if I told you that revealing certain aspects of your life can open doors to negative influences, envy, and even spiritual sabotage? Sounds scary, doesn't it? But it's reality. Silence is not just a choice. It is a powerful spiritual weapon. Those who know how to use it protect themselves from falling into the traps set by the world and the enemy. In this video, we're going to unveil together the secrets that you, as one of God's chosen, must carefully guard. These secrets are not just unimportant details. They are the key to protecting your divine mission, your inner peace, and the future God has planned for you. Revealing what should be kept hidden could jeopardize everything. Have you shared too much? Are you ready to learn what should be kept between you and the Lord? Stay with me to the end, because what I'm about to reveal could be the difference between living a life of spiritual fulfillment or seeing your dreams destroyed before they even begin. It's not just a video. It's a guide to protecting what's most sacred in your spiritual journey. Keeping your future plans and dreams secret is not just a matter of prudence. It is a powerful spiritual strategy. Have you ever noticed that the less you share about what God has planned for your life, the less the enemy can do to disrupt those plans? The truth is, the enemy works best with assumptions. The more information he gathers from your casual conversations, the more ammunition he has to sabotage God's plans for you. The Bible warns us in Proverbs 29:11, "A fool displays all his anger, but a wise man waits and keeps it in reserve." This wisdom applies perfectly to our dreams and plans. Don't rush to announce revelations that are still being formed. Like Mary, the mother of Jesus, who kept silent about the miracle she was promised until the right time, you too must incubate your dreams until they are ready to be revealed. Visionaries understand that their dreams are like fragile babies that need protection in the early stages. Sharing these dreams prematurely can lead to misunderstanding, skepticism, and unnecessary adversity. Instead of seeking public validation, give your dreams to God in prayer. God may direct you to share some aspects with a few trusted confidants to gain support and approval, but resist the temptation to reveal dreams that still need care and nurturing in the secret place. By learning to guard your revelations wisely and maturely, you protect the development of your future by not constantly giving the enemy updates on what God has revealed to you. You create a safer environment for your dreams to flourish. There is strength and protection in silence. Remember, not all visions are meant to be shared immediately. Some are given for a period of preparation and personal growth, to be revealed when they are mature enough to withstand outside pressure. In a time when ostentation has become almost a social norm, keeping your financial situation secret is an attitude of great wisdom and spiritual discernment. Have you ever considered how showing off your material accomplishments can attract envious glances and negative intentions? It's easy to fall into the temptation to show the world how financially blessed you are. But is the exposure really worth the risk? The Bible warns us in Proverbs 13:11, "Goods that are easily obtained diminish, but he who gathers by hard work will increase." When you publicly share details about your income, investments, or acquired assets, you may be unwittingly opening the door to spiritual attacks and even legal problems. Remember that not everyone around you is out to get you. Some may use this information to manipulate or harm you. It's important to understand that true diligence does not come with ostentation. Showing off your income and purchases may seem harmless, but it often leads to unnecessary complications. Keeping your finances secret is not about hiding your blessings, but about protecting them. When you avoid bragging about your resources, you keep your focus on what really matters: your spiritual growth and God's purpose for your life. In addition, by keeping your financial situation under wraps, you avoid attracting envy and pride. Boasting may be momentarily impressive, but it is humility and gratitude that truly build a prosperous and spiritually rich life. As Jesus taught in Matthew 6:19-21, true treasure is not in things that can be destroyed or stolen, but in things that last forever. By keeping your financial life private, you protect not only your resources, but also your heart. The first victories in the life of a chosen one are moments of great joy, but also of extreme vulnerability. It's natural to want to share with the world the accomplishments that have finally begun to blossom. But is this the best time? The truth is that these early victories are still fragile, like newly planted seedlings that need time to take firm root before being exposed to the intense sun of public recognition. Proverbially, the Bible advises us in Proverbs 21:5, "Well-laid plans lead to prosperity, but the hasty always end in misery." If you announce your accomplishments prematurely, you run the risk of attracting unwanted attention, envy, and even sabotage. Remember that not everyone is rooting for your success. Some are just waiting for an opportunity to see you stumble. A clear example of this is the story of David, who faced monumental challenges before he became king. Imagine if he had announced to everyone that he was destined to be king right after he defeated Goliath. The enemy would have used this information to eliminate him before his reign could be established. Instead, David patiently waited for God's timing and allowed his initial victory to mature and consolidate before sharing it with the world. In the same way, we must resist the temptation in our lives to show off our victories before they are properly consolidated. By keeping these initial victories secret, you allow them to strengthen and grow without outside interference. This approach not only protects your progress, but also ensures that when you do eventually share your victories, they will be robust, well-established, and most importantly, more impactful. Family matters are undoubtedly one of the most sensitive areas and require the most discretion. In an age where it seems everyone is willing to share the most intimate details of their lives on social media, wisdom teaches us that certain matters should remain within the walls of the home. But why is this so important? The Bible tells us in 1 Peter 4:8, "Above all, love one another intensely, for love covers a multitude of sins." Going public with family problems, whether they are marital, child, or financial, can expose your family to judgment, criticism, and even malicious gossip. It's important to understand that not everyone around you can be trusted or wishes your family well. By exposing your family's problems, you not only open the door for others to judge and interfere, but you also jeopardize the unity and trust within your home. Imagine the effect of exposing a family dispute to the world, where every word can be twisted and used against you and your loved ones. Unnecessary exposure of these issues can turn small problems into storms of great magnitude, destroying relationships that could be restored with love and patience. Therefore, keep family problems private and seek solutions through intimate dialogue and prayer. Seek advice only from spiritually mature and trustworthy people who can offer support without judgment. Remember the example of Mary and Joseph, who faced immense family challenges but chose silence and discretion, allowing God to guide their every step. This approach not only protects the integrity of your family, but also strengthens the bonds that bind everyone together. Spiritual encounters are deeply personal and transformative moments in which individuals experience God's presence in a unique and intimate way. However, these sacred moments are not to be shared indiscriminately. There is a real danger in revealing such experiences before the right time or to the wrong people. But why keep something so extraordinary secret? In Revelation 10:4, John is told to seal up the words of the seven thunders and not to write them down. Like him, we are sometimes called to keep certain aspects of our spiritual experiences secret until the divine moment comes to reveal them. Sharing such moments prematurely can trivialize what you have been given as something sacred, turning the profound into mere entertainment for those who don't understand its true depth. In addition, publicizing spiritual encounters can invite criticism, skepticism, and even spiritual persecution. Not everyone around you will be ready to understand or accept what you have experienced, and this can create a series of negative reactions that can shake your faith and confidence in what you have experienced. Like Mary, who kept the revelation of Jesus' birth in her heart until the right moment. We must learn to incubate these experiences until they are ripe and ready to be shared with those who can truly appreciate and understand their meaning. Spiritual encounters are a gift from God meant to strengthen your faith, provide guidance, and bring comfort in times of need. By keeping these experiences private, you honor the sacredness of what you have been given and allow these revelations to fulfill their full purpose in your life. Sharing should be done with discernment, guided by God, and not out of a desire for public approval or validation. Silence, often underestimated, is one of the most powerful tools God's chosen ones can use. In a world where everyone seems to be competing to speak the loudest or share the most details, silence can be a surprisingly effective and spiritually empowering tactic. But why is silence so important? In Proverbs 17:28 we read, "Even a fool is considered wise when he is silent. When he shuts his lips, he is considered wise." Silence is not just the absence of words, but a way of protecting what is most precious in your life: your thoughts, your plans, and your inner peace. It creates a barrier between you and the chaos of the outside world, allowing you to focus on what really matters and hear God's voice more clearly. When you remain silent, especially in times of conflict or uncertainty, you become less predictable and therefore less vulnerable to attack. Silence keeps your opponents in doubt, not knowing what your next steps will be, while you maintain control over your emotions and actions. This strategy can be vital in protecting your plans and dreams, ensuring that they mature in a safe environment, away from prying and judgmental eyes. In addition, silence is a form of resistance to the pressure to reveal more than is necessary. It allows you to conserve energy and avoid the exhaustion that comes from trying to justify your choices or sharing too much. Just as Jesus often withdrew to solitary places to pray, silence invites us to do the same, to seek God's presence in stillness and reflection, away from the noise and distractions of the world. In times of trial, the temptation to share our struggles with those around us can be great. However, such exposure can be dangerous and often counterproductive. Have you ever considered that by revealing your difficulties, you may be opening doors for negative energies to enter your life? Keeping your inner struggles private can be the key to overcoming challenges without adding unnecessary burdens. The Bible tells us in 2 Corinthians 12:9, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." God knows your struggles, and it is in Him that you should seek strength and comfort. Sharing your trials with those who don't understand your spiritual journey can lead to misguided advice, hasty judgments, and even an intensification of your problems. Silence in these moments is a shield that protects your mind and spirit from negative outside influences. What's more, keeping your trials a secret preserves your dignity and prevents your struggles from being used against you in moments of vulnerability. Not everyone around you wishes you well. Some may take advantage of your weaknesses to undermine your confidence and sabotage your progress. Just as Jesus endured his agony in Gethsemane in silence, there are times when it is necessary to face spiritual battles alone, seeking strength directly from God. Silence also gives you the opportunity to grow in resilience. Instead of constantly seeking affirmation or support from others, you learn to trust more deeply in God and in your ability to overcome challenges. This quiet resilience not only strengthens your faith, but also prepares you for future battles, making you stronger and better prepared to face any adversity. The blessings we receive from God are cause for great joy and gratitude. However, discernment is needed as to when and how to share these blessings with others. Have you ever wondered if sharing your blessings immediately is really the best way to go? In many cases, keeping these blessings secret for a while can protect you from unwanted reactions and help preserve the purity of what God has given you. The Bible teaches in Matthew 6:3-4, "But when you give alms, let your left hand not know what your right hand is doing, so that you may give your help in secret. And your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." This teaching also applies to the blessings we receive. Sharing them prematurely can attract envy, jealousy, and even suspicion from those who don't understand the origin of these blessings. Keeping the blessings you receive secret for a while also allows you to reflect on their true purpose in your life. Some blessings are given to be enjoyed privately, while others are meant to be shared at the appropriate time in a way that builds the faith of others and glorifies God. Revealing them prematurely can distort their purpose, turning a divine gift into a mere occasion for ostentation. Moreover, by keeping your blessings secret, you create a safe space to enjoy them fully, without the pressure of explanation or justification. You can thank God in silence, strengthening your spiritual connection and allowing these blessings to blossom in their own time. When you finally share them, it will be with the certainty that you are doing so at the right time and for the right purpose, honoring the source of all good things in your life. On the path of life, choosing whom to trust is one of the most important decisions we can make. However, this choice must be made with extreme caution, for not everyone who approaches you has good intentions. Have you ever considered that trusting the wrong people too much can jeopardize your emotional and spiritual security? Maintaining a small, solid circle of trust is essential to protecting what is most precious in your life. The Bible teaches us in Proverbs 11:13, "A gossip reveals a secret, but a faithful spirit covers it up." This passage reminds us that not everyone is trustworthy. By sharing intimate details or secrets with people who don't have the same commitment to truth and loyalty, you expose yourself to unnecessary risk. Discernment is the key to identifying those who truly deserve to know your vulnerabilities. Limiting your trusted relationships to a few people of proven character is not a sign of excessive suspicion, but of wisdom. Your inner circle should consist of people who respect your values, understand your spiritual journey, and are willing to support you unconditionally. These are the people who will become pillars in times of crisis, offering advice and comfort without judging or betraying your trust. What's more, by choosing carefully whom you trust, you avoid the pain and regret that come with betrayal. Trusting the wrong people can lead to secrets revealed, dreams sabotaged, and a wounded heart. So be selective and protect your personal and spiritual space. True friendship and alliance manifest not in empty words, but in consistent actions over time, and these relationships must be nurtured and maintained with the utmost care. This approach ensures that your revelations are well guarded and that the support you receive is genuine and constructive, strengthening your spiritual journey and your inner peace. In a world where self-promotion seems to be the norm, cultivating humility in your accomplishments is a virtue not to be underestimated. It can be tempting to share your accomplishments and victories with everyone around you, seeking recognition and validation. But have you ever considered that modesty may be the key to keeping your blessings and accomplishments safe from the dangers of pride and envy? The Bible advises us in James 4:10, "Humble yourselves before the Lord, and He will exalt you." This verse reminds us that true exaltation comes from God, not from human applause. By practicing humility, you avoid attracting unwanted attention and the pitfalls of the ego. The world may applaud those who stand out and promote themselves, but God exalts those who maintain a humble heart and recognize that all success and achievement comes from Him. Maintaining humility in your accomplishments also allows you to enjoy them in a more authentic and profound way. When you don't feel the need to brag or show off your accomplishments, you can reflect on their true purpose in your life. This quiet reflection helps you avoid superficiality and focus on what really matters: gratitude and using these accomplishments for the greater good and glory of God. Furthermore, by practicing humility, you create a protective space around your accomplishments, preventing them from being contaminated by envy or pride. This doesn't mean hiding what God has done for you, but rather choosing wisely when and how to share these blessings in a way that edifies others and inspires humility and gratitude. This behavior not only preserves your accomplishments, but also strengthens your spirituality by keeping you centered and aligned with God's purposes for your life. Generosity is more than a simple act of giving. It is a profound manifestation of our faith and commitment to God's principles. In a world where competition and selfishness often dominate, the practice of generosity can be a powerful witness to our spirituality and our love for God and neighbor. In 2 Corinthians 9:6, we find a clear instruction on generosity. "He who sows bountifully will also reap bountifully." This verse refers not only to material rewards, but also to the spiritual blessings that flow when we are generous with our resources, time, and love. Generosity not only helps others, but also opens a channel for God to pour out His blessings on our lives. When you practice generosity, you participate in a spiritual transformation that goes beyond your outward actions. Every act of generosity you perform is a reflection of your commitment to the divine vision of love and care for others. It is a constant reminder that by helping others, you are helping to build a more just world according to God's principles. In addition, generosity strengthens your spiritual path by promoting an attitude of humility and gratitude. By recognizing that everything we have is a gift from God, we learn to share with others, not just to fulfill an obligation, but to live in harmony with the divine purpose. The ongoing practice of generosity can transform your life in surprising ways, bringing peace, contentment, and a deeper connection with God. By incorporating generosity into your daily life, you create a legacy of kindness and faith that can significantly impact those around you and inspire others to follow suit. It's an invitation to experience the true essence of divine love and to spread that light wherever you go.